مدد يا مولانا شيخ محمد ناظم الحقاني. دستور يا سيدي مدد. I am not the one to sit and to make صحبة. You know much more better than everyone, but they like for this ya Sayyidi give permission and open our hearts, connected with you, with the Anshe, with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with the divinely presence of Allah Almighty. And first to start with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيبنا يا حبيب الله يا من أرسله الله تعالى رحمة عليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا أهل بيت النبي يا صحابة رسول الله يا موالينا الكرام ويا مشايخنا العظام وخاصة مولانا شيخ محمد ناظم الحقاني شيخ عبد الله الفاز الدارستاني وصاحب الزمان. We are supportation to support us. What you like, make my tongue to translate to me and for them. And the best is to start always with the golden chain. This is our line which we are following. Anyone is free to follow any line he wants. We are not forcing. Allah saying لا إكراه في الدين, no force in Islam, telling his beloved Rasulullah, so don't force anyone, only show them. Anyone and everyone has a free will. Anyone want to follow, most welcome. Anyone doesn't want to follow, also I will question him in the day of judgment. Leave them. And for this we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim Ya Sayyid al-Sadat wa Nur al-Mawjudat Ya man huwa al-Malja'u limma stawdaymun wa hammun wa alam Ya aqrab al-wasari Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa aqrab al-mustanad natawassalu ila janabika al-a'zam bihadhihi al-Sadat wa ahli Allah wa ahli baytika al-kiram lidaf'i dhurrin la yuta'al biwasitatik wa raf'i daymin la yuf'al bidalalatik بسيد مولاي يا سيدي يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يا رحمة للعالمين نبي صلى الله عليه وسلم صديق سلمان قاسم جعفر طيفور أبو الحسن أبو علي يوسف أبو العباس عبد الخالق عارف محمود علي محمد بابا السماس سيد أمير كلالي خواجة بهاء الدين نقشبند محمد ويسي بخاري فرد العرش على الدين يعقوب عيد الله محمد زاهد درويش محمد خواجة المكنكي محمد الباقي أحمد الفاروقي محمد معصوم سيف الدين نور محمد حبيب الله عبد الله الشيخ خالد شيخ إسماعيل خاص محمد شيخ محمد أفندي اليراغي سيد جمال الدين الغمقي الحسين أبو أحمد الثغوري أبو محمد المدني سيدنا شيخ شرف الدين الدارستاني أبو القراء سيدنا طبيب قلوبنا وحياة وجودنا وحياة روحنا خاتم الأولياء مولانا شيخ عبد الله الفاز الدارستاني سيدنا مولانا وطبيب قلوبنا حياة وجودنا وحياة روحنا سلطان الأولياء حبيبنا شيخنا شيخ محمد ناظم الحقاني وحبيبنا ومولانا شيخنا شيخ محمد عادل, the son of Maulana Sheikh Nazim. Now the golden chain is like this. He is the successor of Maulana Sheikh Nazim, and we all renew our bay'at with him because we want this line to continue with Maulana Sheikh Nazim, his grand Sheikh. So we continue with him. We don't say no. The one who say no, he is like the when Allah Almighty ordering the Malaika make sujood to Adam alayhi salam. The first who used his mind was Satan, and even he was in the highest maqam as Azazil, boss of Malaika. But Allah Almighty, when he say I will not make sujood, here there is democratic. You cannot order me like this, and for this I will not do sujood. I will not accept. You don't accept, curse on you, go hell, you are the loser. Keep me to the day of judgment, you have what you ask. And like this, the one who doesn't want to accept the will of Maulana Sheikh Nazim, he is loser. He is going to be at last not under the blessing of all the golden chain and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Allah Almighty. Always Maulana Sheikh Nazim teaching, don't use your mind. Don't use your mind, always follow your heart, because the heart Allah make it to be godly station for everyone, and Allah Almighty make the heart to obtain and to contain all kind of jewels of the divinely oceans of realities and secrets and divinely ocean of eternal knowledge. And the one who can dive, he can get coral and pearl, emeralds, all kind of jewels he can get. And for this always keep the faith, the iman, the beliefs in your heart, and don't take it up to your mind. because the mind, Allah created it for this physical body to earn his, make the body to be disciplined, to earn his food, to work in this life, but not for things related with heavens, with godly teaching, with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with awliyaullah. You cannot use your mind, then you must use your heart. And for this, Maulana, choosing by the will of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Grand Sheikh and all Grand Sheikh signed it. The most humble, the most polite, the most calmness, the most generous, and whom he is very good and can unite all the murids, because they saw Mawlana Sheikh Nazim in him. His elder son Sheikh Muhammad, and like Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, and Sheikh Bahauddin like Sayyidina Harun, the brother of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, and Hajja Ruqiyya also, they choose it for the ladies because they have this power from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we respect all the family of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, all the holy family of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim. Even we respect Haji Naziha, Sheikh Hisham, and all the family. They are all to us family of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, holy family, as we respect the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As we respect the family of all Grand Sheikhs, we also respect the family of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim. And for this, we are praying to Allah Almighty so that to be all united together and to stop all this fighting all over the world, and to be all under the flag of Sheikh Muhammad, the successor of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, and to unite all the centers to be one center under the name of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Al-Naqshbandiyya Al-Aliyya, Al-Tariqat Al-Naqshbandiyya Al-Aliyya, not to choose different names. Everyone who wants to be famous and he doesn't want to follow the will of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, they are changing the names of the way of Al-Naqshbandiyya Al-Aliyya by choosing names which coming from their mind and their imagination, not given by Allah Almighty or by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam or by Maulana or by Grand Sheikh or by Awliyaullah. No one of all these Grand Sheikhs changed the name of the Naqshbandiyya Al-Aliyya. As Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband, the Imam of this tariqah, he named it. They kept this name and was going on. Even you see in sometimes that they are changing. For example, in time of Sayyidina Ahmad al-Faruqi, the one of our big Grand Sheikh, Qaddasallahu Sirruhu, they said it is, they changed the name to At-Tariqah Al-Naqshbandiyya Al-Mujaddidiyya, because he was the renewer of the second millennium, and for this they choose a name of Al-Naqshbandiyya Al-Mujaddidiyya. But whom they choose this name, you must know that the one who didn't accept the will of Sayyidina Ahmad al-Faruqi, that his son Sayyidina Muhammad Ma'soom, he is the successor, and they were big ulama also, and they want to deviate from him, and they want to say, no, we are Khalifa, we are Shaykh, we represent him. These are the ones they changed the name. While Sayyidina Ma'soom, Muhammad Ma'soom, Qaddasa Sirruh, and Sayyidina, and his son, Sayyidina Saifuddin, Qaddasallahu Sirruh, till nowadays, till Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, Qaddasallahu Sirruh, never changing the name. It was Naqshbandiyya Aliyya, Naqshbandiyya Aliyya. And in presentation, when we present our dua and Fatiha, we say, وَمَشَائِخِنَا فِي الطَّرِيقَةِ النَّقْشْبَندِيَّةِ الْعَلِيَّةِ. We don't say Al-Mujaddidiyya. Then the same happened in time of Sayyidina Khalid al-Baghdadi and Naqshbandi. He has 300 deputies and all big ulama, and he was choosing as the successor for him Sayyidina Shaykh Ismail, Qaddasallahu Sirruh. They refuse. They can, as they like, free will for everyone. Allah only questioning everyone in the day of judgment. That is going to question now one by one. No, He keeps them to that day. And for this day, they want this, and these all big ulama, they used to be very aggressive to Sayyidina Khalid al-Naqshbandi. They were very badly treating him because his tongue was very heavy in the Arabic language, and when he was ordered to come and to live in Damascus and to bring the Naqshbandi way to the Holy Land of Sham al-Sharif, they used to tell him, we are not understanding what you are saying and all your teaching, either to say it in Arabic or go out of the country. Like this, they used to do these 300 ulama. They are muftis, Shaykh al-Islam at that time of the country. And then Sayyidina Khalid, he told, oh Ya Rasulullah, you ordered me to come here and now you put me in this situation, what I will do? I cannot fight 300 big muftis, Shaykh al-Islam, big ulama, big bugha. Everyone is so heavy enemy to me. What I will do? He said, tell them tomorrow after Fajr prayer, we will have a debate in the Umayyah Mosque, and what you have answers, I will answer it. Whatever you have questions, I will answer you. And this tongue was Kurdish tongue. He doesn't know Arabic very well, except he knows some Arabic according to because he was Imam, also a scholar in Sharia, but not so powerful Arabic to make them understand, but he can do it in Kurdish language. So next day, he said, okay, Ya Rasulullah, as you like, you order me like this, I will do it. Then they prayed the Fajr, he went to the Umayyah Mosque, and they make for him a special chair to sit, and for them, they make a 300 throne. They sit on hey, like this, ulama, scholars. And he said, he tried his tongue, still Kurdish, cannot talk. Ya Rasulullah, don't joke with me now. It's not the time to make fun from me in this front 300 alim. So please support me. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam always with these big awliya, his spirituality, always supporting them. He told them, I am beside you. And Allah Almighty hearing, seeing, and He is with us. Don't worry. Let them meet first. And don't worry. When I will tell you start, you start. Okay, that's well. Then when they sit all in their thrones and they sit in a chair, humble chair, facing them, then they told him start. What to say? He say, the first he was saying, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, أمسيت كرديا وأصبحت عربيا, in the very best Arabic tongue, the tongue of the Holy Quran, was speaking, tongue of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I was even in Kurdish, but this morning now I am the tongue of Arabic of Holy Quran and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So first, by the Mufti, your question is like this, answer of it is like this. The other, like this, like that. The Shaykh al-Islam, your question is this, without asking. 300 big alim, he used to give them what they want to ask and the answer of it, with all the hadith, all the ayat, all the evidence of it, until all of them, they were coming and kissing his hand, his feet, and telling him, please, forgive us, and all of them, they make bay'ah with him, and they used to be followers for him. And these Marids, he want to appreciate them, Sayyidina Khalid, he appoint all of them to be Khalif for him. And for this, he used to have 300 senior deputies of Khalif. Everyone, he said, I am the successor, I am the successor, I am the successor. No, you cannot be, I am the successor, I am better than you. I am Shaykh al-Islam, I am the Mufti. They start to fight each other. Then he say, no, I am searching the humble, the calmness, polite one, whom everyone, from the Sultan, the king, to the poor one, will love him, and the humble between all of you, I will give him the secret. And he gave it to Sayyidina Shaykh Ismail, Qaddas Allah Sirrah. And he lived Sayyidina Shaykh Ismail only 17 days after Sayyidina Khalid, and he passed the secret to Sayyidina Khas Muhammad al-Dagestani, and he told them, go by one step to Dagestan and spread it in the Dagestan Mamlakat They used to say Mamlaka for the countries. There was not small countries, but it was used to be continents. And it was spread till Grand Sheikh Mawlana Sheikh Abdullah Darastani, Qaddasallah Sirruh. And when they immigrated to Turkey with Sayyidina Shaykh Sharafuddin Qaddasallah Sirruh and Sayyidina Muhammad al-Madani, then Sayyidina Shaykh Sharafuddin al-Darastani also, he used to have big senior deputies. All of them, they used to claim, we are the successors. And so Grand Sheikh, Sayyidina Shaykh Sharafuddin Qaddasallah Sirruh, he wrote his will. And Grand Sheikh was in the seclusion, Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah Darastani. And in the seclusion, he was reciting Holy Quran, and near him there was a lamp. At that time, no electricity. This lamp worked on oil. And the servant of Sayyidina Shaykh Sharafuddin Qaddasallah Sirruh, he told them, this is the will of our Shaykh, for you to be the successor. Then he didn't open it and read it, but he put it on the flame of the candle of the lamp, and it was burning. He told them, I don't need this paper. Already from his heart to my heart coming this successor. No need for papers between us, awliya. The other one, they refuse and they announce that they are, until nowadays you can see in his zawiyah, they put Sayyidina Shaykh Sharafuddin al-Darastani, and then they say the secret passed to Sahibul Zaman, Sayyidina al-Mahdi alayhi salam. They stop it like this. Even it was given to Grand Sheikh, from Grand Sheikh to Mawlana Shaykh Nazim Qaddasallah. Also Mawlana Shaykh Nazim has also senior deputies and seniors murid and like this, and Khalif, and all of them, they were preparing themselves to be Khalif and to be successors and to carry on emptying the pocket of people and to be famous. And so Mawlana, he said, no, I will bring one that he is so humble and polite and to calm you down, because Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, he was like an atomic power between east to west, north to south, spreading the Islam, the light of Islam, the light of Naqshbandi way, converting people to Islam and bringing them to Allah Almighty and to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said now more than 40 years or 45 years, and he was the Shaykh of the Naqshbandi way, and he was not only the Shaykh, but he was the Ghaus, which means he is the owner of time. And so he said, I will now, you must practice what I taught you. Teaching, 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 and not practicing. What you are going to get benefit? The benefit by practicing the teaching, by saying to make yourself, Maulana used to say, try to make yourself nothing. Make your ego, yourself to be zero, less than zero even. Make yourself to be no more existing. Find yourself, smash your body until only the light of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah appear on you. Then you will find all heavenly station. You will be supported by heavenly wings from Allah Almighty, and Allah will make you to fly in the heavens, in throne of Allah Almighty, even in the heavens of over Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam, because the inheritor, the one whom they are inheriting from Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anh, can reach as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam by the guidance of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, Grand Shaykh, and all Grand Shaykh, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and the guidance of Rasulullah to be flying and ascending as a mi'raj over Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam to the throne of Allah Almighty, to reach to the oneness of Allah Almighty, to the ocean of La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Because the difference between the way of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Siddiqi way, which was called from pre-eternal by the name of her Imam Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband, he called it Naqshbandi Aliyah. Why he called it Naqshbandiya Aliyah? Because his body was all engraved, all his body and his heart, by light, the name of Allah Almighty. And his tongue was the Bukhara Persian language, And so Naqsh, which mean Naqsh mean engraving, Band mean body, badan in Arabic, or body in English. Engraving on your body the name of Allah when you are busy by zikrullah, by concentrating your heart with Allah Almighty, by Rabitatul Sharifa, by the connection. Allah Almighty will engrave His name by light on your heart and on your body, that you will not pass away from this life until the lights of the greatest name of Allah Almighty will be engraved on your body and shining. And for this he called it Al-Naqshbandi. Al-Aliyah, what is the meaning of Aliyah? The meaning of Aliyah, then he referred that this Naqshbandi way, which coming from Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, is a way which make the one inheriting secret of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq to be busy by the divinely lights of the divinely lights reflecting from the divinely essence of Allah Almighty. To be busy by the divinely lights of the divinely essence of Allah Almighty. And for this Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, I am the city of secrets and realities, and Siddiq is the door of it. And whatever Allah Almighty dressed to my chest, I dress it to Siddiq. And then from Siddiq to nowadays, Siddiq was Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, now Shaykh Muhammad. We must, all of us, approve this and to follow the will of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and this coming to Shaykh Muhammad, finished. So now Shaykh Muhammad is our Shaykh, and he is continuing the line of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and all Grand Shaykh and Naqshbandi way. If they accept or they don't accept, the one who accepts, most welcome, Allah will open for him. The one who is not accepting, there is 4 walls. He can hit his head on the 4 walls. Then, and the difference between the 40 ways coming from Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu, Rasulullah, he said, I am the city of knowledge, I am the city of the divine knowledge, and Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu is the door of this city, which making the secrets and all the inheritance of Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu, all these big grand sheikhs of the 40 ways whom they were inheriting from Sayyidina Ali, big awliya. They used to shake the throne of Allah Almighty, starting by Sayyidina Abdul Qadir al-Gailani up to the end. And all of them, they reach to the highest maqam, they reach it to be busy by the divinely attributes and divinely godly words of names of Allah Almighty. While the one following Siddiq and his inheritance, or these grand sheikhs and their murids, they reach to be busy by the lives of the divinely essence of Allah Almighty. This is the difference between to be busy by uniqueness of Allah Almighty, Ahadiyya, and to be busy by the oneness, Wahdaniyya of Allah Almighty. And for this, the one who follow the will of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, he will reach to that highest rank, and he will be engraved the name of Allah Almighty on his heart. Even is not seeing, but Allah is seeing, Allah is engraving, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this is promising from Allah Almighty and Rasulullah to Siddiq and to Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband and to all grand sheikhs. And this is well known in the diwan of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And for this you will see the ones who following Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu, or Sayyidina Ali Shah Mardan radiallahu, and they have special lights in their faces reflecting the light of the greatest name of Allah Almighty engraved on their bodies and on their heart. And for this, the main important thing, that to follow, only to follow by the heart, to follow by iman, to follow by saying amanna wa saddaqna, to follow by saying sami'na wa ata'na. And for this, all Sahaba, when they want to use their mind, quickly Allah Almighty is sending on His beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell them, don't say anything using your mind, only say Sami'na wa ata'na. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا say he told them سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. We have only to say سمعنا وأطعنا and then leave things to Allah Almighty and to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and to awliya. They are responsible. Why? To use your mind and to be then under the power of shaitan playing with you and with all whom they are following you. No need for this. And for this, I am advising only, and this for me and for everyone. Anyone who likes to listen, most welcome. The one doesn't like, also, he has free will. There is 4 walls. He can make his head here or there. And so in time of Sayyidina Khalid, also these 300, they didn't accept Sheikh Ismail. Oh, this is also his tongue very difficult. He doesn't know Arabic tongue. His tongue was Dagestani tongue and like this. And so they said, no, we are the Khalif. Starting by Imam al-Khani and by other ulama like this, whom they fill the word by knowledge, but all this knowledge like books. And the books to awliya, it is from a dead one to another dead one. While the knowledge from the heart of Sheikh Muhammad to Mawlana Sheikh Nazim to Grand Sheikh, from heart to heart, will be life to life to life to life to the one who never died, the alive one, Allah Almighty. And for this, Allah Almighty was describing these whom carrying books, and they want only to be strict to books and to take their knowledge from the books, not accepting the heart. What Allah saying? مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا. The example of those whom I make them to carry, to do by the Torah, and they didn't carry it. Their example to me like donkeys carrying books on their backs. What the donkey is going to be benefit from the books? Nothing. And for this, use your heart. And everyone knows that this is the will of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, and his will from the will of Grand Sheikh, and Grand Sheikh from Grand Sheikh, till Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu an, till the will of Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the most beloved to Allah Almighty, whom his will is the will of Allah Almighty. So be careful. Only use to say سمعنا وأطعنا آمنا وصدقنا. This will save you here and hereafter. And so these 300 ulama, they call it al-Naqshbandiyya al-Khalidiyya. Naqshbandiyya Khalidiyya, no more Naqshbandiyya Aliyya. And the Naqshbandiyya Aliyya mean وَهُوَ الْعَلِيُّ الْعَظِيمُ, the name of Allah Almighty, Al-Ali. And for this Sayyidina Shah al-Naqshband refer this Naqshbandi way, Al-Aliyya mean to the Ali. Who is the Ali? Allah Almighty. وَهُوَ الْعَلِيُّ الْعَظِيمُ. And for this he put one of the greatest names of Allah Almighty to be the title of the Naqshbandi way, not to be taken out the name of Allah Almighty from it. Now the same happened. Then it was continued like this till time of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim. Never Mawlana Sheikh Nazim changing. Then now deputies here, there, everyone want to appear as a Khalif, as a successor. He wants to appear himself a famous, not he is well satisfied by all these millions and millions and millions of dollars and palaces he has. So he wants more, because still there is money in the pocket. Why will not take them? We are successor, yeah. But if we say Naqshbandiyya Aliyya, we cannot mean we must follow Sheikh Muhammad, because he represents Naqshbandiyya Aliyya. So what we will say, we will change the name, as the other change the name. And now you will see all over the world, now the name of it is the Foundation, no more Tariqah, the foundation of the Nazimiyya, of the Naqshbandiyya Nazimiyya of Malaysia, the Naqshbandiyya Nazimiyya of Singapore, the Naqshbandiya Nazmiya of Indonesia, the Naqshbandiya Nazmiya of Africa, the Naqshbandiya Nazmiya like this, and they open centers facing the centers of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, and everyone putting bodyguard with him and putting some in between the centers, catching, come to us, we will give you much more. Huh? Come, you will have much more. You can get much more benefit, not only spiritually, also we give you some, we bribe you. And so they are everyone stealing from the other ceremonies. They don't know this is something related to Allah Almighty, and Allah Almighty, when He want to appear one, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam started Islam only by himself. He was only the one, and the first to believe in him was his holy family, his wife Ummul Mu'mineen Sayyidina Khadija al-Kubra, and his cousin was a boy, Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu anh, and one man, his friend Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. He started by these three. Now there is more than 2 billions, the nation of Rasulullah, all they are a nation, all the 7 billions, but 2 millions following Islam and following to say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No one changed the name of Islam. Anyone can dare to change the name of Islam? Anyone can dare to change the name of Holy Quran? Never. And they say how they dare to change names while the owners of the name not changing the name. And then they were happy. Now what they are spreading new kind also of teaching, bringing teaching from here, from there, from books, from before Islam, after Islam, from misguided party, from all these kinds of teaching, so that to bring people that we have something new. You must have new things. New things cannot come from books or from what you think from old religions. No, cannot come. The new things will come from the divine oceans of realities, of secrets of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah. From the divine ocean of knowledge of Allah Almighty, which is given to Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu anhu, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. In every less than a twinkle of an eye, there is new oceans in the Holy Quran opened for these awliya. Don't say that he knows, he doesn't know. No one can balance anyone. How to balance a successor of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim? This is very bad. And for this, my advice that to all, they are all family of Mawlana, to unite, and to all the Murids unite, and all the centers to unite with each other, to be under the flag, only one flag, flag of Allah Almighty, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the Naqshbandi, the Tariqat al-Naqshbandiyyah al-Aliyah, the flag of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and the successor Shaykh Muhammad, because finished, appointed by Rasulullah. If Rasulullah not signing, and Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu and all Grand Shaykh, cannot Mawlana Shaykh Nazim by himself put like this? It's not things given to the one. Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, from the last seclusion in the Medina, I was following all this, and he was telling me that by the end of that seclusion, Grand Shaykh, he told him that Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave a good tidings that no more the 4 enemies like ego or desires or shaitan or dunya, they can have any power on him. But he is totally now a godly one, a Rabbani. Now his element changed to be element dressed from the heavens over Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam, from the elements of the lights of Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anh, the lights of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And he will do nothing, as Rasulullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describing him in the Holy Quran, وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ, which means Rasulullah never saying anything, any word, any letters even, or any like this movement, must be wahyun yuha. It is a revelation from Allah Almighty. And this is what we believe, that all Grand Sheikhs and Maulana Shaykh Nazim never saying anything except it is revelation from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq to them. And by this revelation and by this will of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq appointed Shaykh Muhammad, a successor of Maulana Shaykh Nazim, to teach people don't run so far away for palaces, gardens, for pockets, for money, but be humble. Return to Allah Almighty, return to Rasulullah, be humble with each other, be respecting each other, be polite with each other, be calm with each other. The same you see this character with Haji Ruqayyah. And the much more which I like is the characters and behavior of Shaykh Bahauddin, even his assistant of Shaykh Muhammad, but even always laughing, joking, everything, make it so easy to everyone, so near to the heart. Like this is in a Naqshbandi way, Al-Aliyah, which make you to reach to Allah Almighty, to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah Almighty like the one who is always smiling, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, إن الله بشوش ويحب كل وجه بشوش. Allah Almighty, His face always smiling, and He like every face smiling. He doesn't like serious ones. It's hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And for this, be careful. I am advising myself. Wallah, I am not against anyone. Not against anyone. And I am not attacking anyone. I respect everyone. I am nothing. Perhaps I am worse than Shaitan. I am worse than Fir'aun. But I am, what coming to my heart to advise myself, I am saying. I told them, don't put the camera. I don't know what will come. So be careful. But they insist what I will do. If they want, they can delete it. Because Allah Almighty making us to show this finger and call it the finger of witnessing. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. He didn't say close it. He didn't say make it like this. Now they are, oh, you see, in their center. And then they will tell you this a secret. How secret coming to you, not coming to Maulana Shaykh Nazim? Never we saw it in the life of Maulana Shaykh Nazim or Grand Shaykh. Let them say whatever they want, because there is no taxes or custom duty on the tongue. They can say whatever they want. Allah will question them in the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah. But you will see that Allah Almighty, where He supports and where He blessed Allah Almighty, this will be always upgraded and always be under the eyes of Allah Almighty. Don't think that many people very good, yani. No. Don't say if you have millions of people it's very nice. No. Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, he has 70 believers. Sayyidina Ibrahim, he has only his cousin, Sayyidina Lut alayhi salam, his believer. Sayyidina Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, he has only 11 disciples, 11 from all. How much he used extraordinary power. Allah gave him and supporting him by the Holy Spirit, and he has only 11 disciples, and one of them, the 11, he told him, take, and he betrayed them, and he bring the Romanian emperor at that time, and the priest whom they say, you are nothing, Isa, we are everything. They first slaughtered Sayyidina Yahya alayhi salam, and then they tried, he betrayed this one disciple, and he betrayed Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, and they call it in their tongue Joseph. Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam, what he said in the Holy Quran? Allah saying, وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٌ بِالسُّوءِ. I am not saying my self is an innocent, no, at all. Myself, because always the self, the ego, always ordering you to do things against the will of Allah Almighty and disobey Allah Almighty. Except the one whom Allah mercying and choosing, Allah protect them. And He is the most forgivable one. And for this, I will say that we must repent, all of us, to Allah Almighty, and to say Astaghfirullah, and Allah to protect us and to forgive us from this fitna, and to keep us in the way of Maulana Shaykh Nazim, Shaykh Muhammad, and the holy family of Maulana Shaykh Nazim, to be really blessed by Allah Almighty and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, and all grand Shaykh, and to be upgraded. We are not searching to be upgraded. We don't care. We want to be nothing. Because the one to reach nothing, then he is everything. The one who reached to be no more remembered by people, the one who is totally forgotten from people, then he will be remembered by Allah Almighty and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And for this, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what he said in the hadith, ruin everything built up in your heart between you and people, and build up everything ruined in your heart between you and Allah Almighty. Build up the kingdom of Allah Almighty in your heart, and destroy the kingdom of Shaitan in your heart. Make the heart to be the house of Allah Almighty. And to be the house of Allah Almighty, you must immigrate from your human state to your spiritual state, to reach your spiritual heart, to reach the spiritual eye, spiritual ear, spiritual tongue, spiritual senses, spiritual sensors of you, which can be then supporting you from Allah Almighty and Rasulullah and Mawlana by heavenly wings to fly in the heavens of Allah Almighty, and to be one of the big saints of Allah Almighty. And for this, Allah Almighty hiding all his awliya, 124,000 awliya, saying, Awliyai tahta qibabi la ya'lamuhum ghayri. All my awliya, they are under my domes. There is domes in the throne of Allah Almighty, where the awliya there, everyone has his own throne. And in this earth, you will see that his zawiyah, his place is only not a mattress even, 1 centimeter. As if you are not sitting except on the floor, even nothing, so humble, keeping everything chair without a broken chairs like this, because all of them, they search to have the blessing of Allah Almighty, and Allah Almighty to be pleased, and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam from them and from their murids. Because they don't like anything for themselves except to share it with all their murids. And for this, respect Maulana Shaykh Nazim. How to respect Maulana Shaykh Nazim? How to love? You say, we love Maulana Shaykh Nazim. We love you, Zaid. Hey, Allah, you love him. Love his teaching, love his murids, love his family, then you love Maulana Shaykh Nazim. As Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he told the Ummah, the Sahaba, and all, if you love me, love my holy family, and my Sahaba, then you love me. Love me, he said, the hadith of Rasulullah, أحبوني لأن الله يحبني. Love me because Allah Almighty loves me. وأحب أهل بيتي لأني أحب أهل بيتي. And loves my holy family because I love my holy family. The one who loves me, he must love my holy family. And like this, all the murids, they are the family of Maulana Shaykh Nazim, plus the holy family of Maulana Shaykh. So love them. This make you really to be when you stand by the maqam of Maulana Shaykh Nazim and talk with him, to talk with you and to dress you by salam when you dress him by salam. But if you are doubts and thoughts on your heart, and then you say, Assalamu alaikum ya Maulana, what Maulana will say? He only will be very ashamed in the divine presence of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam from what you are acting in this life. And for this, give this advice, Allah will keep you and make you so high levels. And if you don't give this advice, then you are free. لا إكراه في الدين. You have free will, but you will not reach to any blessed or any upgraded rank from Allah Almighty and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Don't think that yourself by yourself can reach anything. Never. Even Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Allah obliged him to take Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam as a guidance for him in the night journey in Mi'raj to the divine presence of Allah Almighty. Don't make like Shaitan, who refused and using his mind, because it must be democracy. There is no democracy in Islam. There is only Allah Almighty in Islam. Rasulullah and سمعنا وأطعنا آمنا وصدقنا. إلى شرف النبي وآله وصحبه حضرة أستاذنا وأستاذنا وصديقنا ونشأ ناظم الحقان الله تعالى الفاتحة. الموضوع السلام عليكم.